Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another Aussie dollar weekly forecast and review. I'm Dion, and today I'm going to talk to you about some trades which I placed this week on the Aussie dollar and pretty much what I think is going to happen next week. So pretty much I do this every single week. If you want to stay up to date with what's going to happen with the Aussie dollar or pretty much my trades and my journey, then click subscribe. You can always expect multiple videos a week based on the Aussie dollar. Now, just a short disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. You should not be taking the advice I'm giving. Actually, it's not advice. This is just literally how I trade, how I think, and this is more so a documentation more than anything. Anyways, let's get straight into it. So before I analyze the charts, I'm going to post a little screenshot here of how my trades went. So as you can see, it's over a 1% increase. I'm currently doing the FTMO verification challenge at the moment. I went into I wouldn't say a big dip, but a significant dip. And I'm currently pulling myself out of it at the moment by trading a little bit better. But I'm going to get into that on FTMO Let's Go episode 7, which I will probably post after this video. So let's get into the charts and let's see what we can see. So here we're on the daily time frame, and just a quick recap, we'll just go into the weekly to see what's happening from a larger perspective. We see price was on a pretty big downtrend. We have spotted our significant levels and we spotted this descending trend line here. So price actually broke above that descending trend line and has been very bullish ever since, breaking through other significant levels such as the 0.74 and the 0.77. Now, coming down onto the daily, we can see that price was consolidating around the 0.77, and depending on your bias, there's different things which you can see. Currently, the way I have my charts marked up, I am not saying that price is going up or it's going down. I'm currently waiting for price to create certain movements to tell me this is how it's moving. Now, this is just one setup I managed to plot up. We can see here that there's a significant level, or not significant, it's a minor level below the 0.77. So price tried to break 0.77, but it started creating lower highs and lower lows. Now this may look like a familiar pattern. I'm pretty sure it's called a bullish flag. It's when price moves up pretty strongly, starts making lower highs and lower lows in the shape of like a descending channel temporarily before cracking up above and continuing the uptrend. So what you see on the charts right now, this is actually a continuation pattern. Now the thing with trading is we see what we want to see. So I have the bias that price is going upwards, and that's why I see this pattern. If we were to delete this minor level and that part of the trend line, we can see something else very significant. So if I was to chuck a horizontal ray here on the daily closures, so pretty much there was a daily close here, and there were more daily closes above here. So there's this range here which price didn't want to close below, but on the 27th of January we can see a very strong bearish engulfing candle which engulfed, the previous few days, and it actually broke below where price has not broken over since the 7th of January. So yeah, price was staying just above here. It's at the 0.769 and down here at the 0.768. But this bearish engulfing candle actually broke those two levels and, actually closed below even the start of this sort of flag or triangle pattern, which is the 0.7666. Price broke below there, crossing the moving average. Then the next 2 days, we saw rejections to the 0.77 and the moving average, and price is closing even lower. We can see here on the 28th, there was a big push to the downside, but the bulls came in, pushed it back up. Next day, they're on their way back down. So that's another thing that I can see. So contrary to what I was saying before about that bullish flag pattern, that's a continuation pattern. So if price is going up and you see that, then it's going to continue going up. But what I see here, what the market is actually telling me is, just ignoring patterns and stuff, price is actually making its way down. There's multiple confluences here. There's a bearish engulfing. There's the break below previous lows from, since the 4th. It broke, I'd say maybe monthly lows. Sorry, so it broke weekly lows, not monthly lows. So there was a very strong close down here. So this wick at the moment is what's sort of giving the buyers hope. It's still above the moving average. We're still on an uptrend. We could draw a Fibonacci retracement onto this. So on the long run, it is looking very bullish still. But I'm an intraday trader, so I do day trading. I trade within the day. So currently, I'm seeing some short-term possible selling, and this is just looking at the daily time frame. Let's go into the 2 hours now. I really do like trading on the 2 hour time frame. So you can see this horizontal line is, yeah, it was the daily closures. Price was dipping. These, like the parts below this line would have been, I mean, they are just the wicks that you saw on the daily time frame. But see here, we have a big push to the downside, clearly closing below all of them. Then a push up, we see a strong rejection to the 0.77, using another short-term bearish engulfing candle. Price came down. Now that did retrace into a Fibonacci zone if we pull it up here. So yeah, came down into the golden zone, multiple wicks, made its way up. But we can see a third rejection to the 0.77 and two very bearish candles. And now we have price hovering around here, consolidating again below the moving average. So we'll chuck on the 20 moving average too. We can see that the green has crossed below the red and we have price below the green. This is, I mean, I use this as a very strong confluence for me to trade, combined with a whole bunch of other things. Just because you see this doesn't mean, just because you see 20 moving average, 7 moving average price, does not mean it's going down. Just like if you see 20 moving average, 7 moving average, price above that, it does not mean that price is going up. Now there's a whole bunch of confluences that I look for. Not just that, like, you know, price action. There's a lot of things. I might make a video about it later on, like another day, but for now, no. I'm just trying to say that price is looking very bearish, given the circumstances that I can see on the charts right now. You know, we're making lower lows and lower highs. We've had a weekly closure below, you know, for the entire month. This is the lowest that we've closed for the whole month. And now we're coming back up to retrace, and we've seen strong rejections to the significant level 0.77 and also the 20 moving average. So that's my bearish bias. My bullish bias was literally the one that you saw earlier on with that with a bullish flag. So if we just delete this, so this is the thing about trading, like, you see what you want to see. If you're going bullish, then you're going to see bullish signs. So pretty much it's something like that. So, you know, we could just say this is a fake out, right? And it definitely could just be a fake out. But we did see price come up, reject a level, came back down, and it's tried to reject again, but then we've had a very strong bearish engulfing candle. So that's telling me that, you know, I'm not going to be placing any buys around here. Me personally, if you do and you want to, and if that fits your plan, go ahead. I could be wrong, and, you know, that's always a possibility. But for now, I'm not really looking for buys unless we cross the 0.77 and show higher highs, higher lows. Or if I want to play more conservative, honestly, I'm not going to be placing buys until I crack above this level here. For now, and as you saw at the beginning of the video, most of my profits have been coming from shorts right now. So I'm going to continue and just keep taking as many shorts as I can until price shows me that, hey, we're not going short anymore. So I do have my target set to this level here. So the trades which I will be taking this week, if the market provides, you know, that sort of information and the green light, this is where I will be targeting. If there is a break below this level, then you can bet I'm going back down to this trend line here. So if we zoom back out, that trend line was actually, you know, from a couple months, yeah, for like nearly a year. So yeah, literally January last year. No, that's, sorry, 3 years ago. So it's a pretty strong one. We've had a big break of this trend line, but we haven't seen the retest. Now, there doesn't always need to be a retest, but it happens. majority of the time. We haven't seen it yet, and this is on a large time frame, so all like this huge bullish ride has just been the impulsive move, as you can see by these 2 monthly candles. We haven't had the retrace yet, so there is a strong chance that with this, especially with this candle here, that strong rejection to the 0.77, and with the candle behind, next to that, it also rejected this level. I could, like, you know, if price decides to print out another candle doing something like this, like another bearish engulfing or something very bearish, probably look at it on a smaller time frame, then yeah, there is a good chance we're coming down for a retest before price picks its bullish momentum back up and flies from there. And seeing as how the economy is going in America, I mean, there's so much stuff going on. I don't want to get too into fundamentals because I don't really trade fundamentals, but it's just good to know. Pretty much that's just what I think could happen. You know, you have my bullish bias, you have my bearish bias, and you also have what trades I'm considering taking. But that's pretty much my forecast on next week. I'm pretty keen coming into next week just because I do have about a month and 12 days left of my FTMO challenge. So yeah, I'm really keen to trade real smart, get those really good quality trades in, and yeah, pass the challenge and become funded. But besides that, that's the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got some value out of it, or if you did genuinely enjoy the video, then hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate that. If you do want to stay in the loop with this sort of content, like I said at the beginning of the video, I do post these videos every single week, as well as other videos such as my current progress with my FTMO. And once I do get funded, I will continue my FTMO Let's Go series. I am currently trying to get funded the 10k account. Once I get that, I'm going for the 100k. And I'm going to document all the way up until I have my 300k account, which my goal is to get that by the end of the year. So if you want to follow my journey, hit that subscribe button. I post very regularly and you will see that. Anyways, I'm gonna put together the videos, get them out for you guys to enjoy. Hopefully I can get them out before the trading week starts, so if you do trade this pair, maybe you have some new ideas coming into the market, and hopefully they are profitable ones. Anyways, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one, so enjoy.